When I was growing up, I only met my father once. I talked to him twice. The last time that I heard his voice when it was directed to me was when I was on the phone with him at 7 years old. Me and my mom were living in apartments at that time. And he called my mom, said that he had a surprise for me. She put him on the phone. She put me on the phone with him. And he told me that he'd be there at my doorstep to pick me up in a couple of hours. I packed my bags to spend the night and waited by the door. Hours and hours. He never shut up. After then, I never really wanted to hear his voice ever or see him ever. I was always mad at him, and I still am. I mean, and then last year, he decides to come out of nowhere and wants to all of a sudden jump back in my life. My mom told me this, and I said, no. He owes us 15 years of child support that he hasn't paid, and then before that he walks out and then tells his son out of 3 that he has with other people and doesn't hold up a promise. I mean, you can't leave on a note like that and then come back just because, oh, look what he's doing. He's doing great now. I mean, I could be proud of that. No. You have to stick through it like my mom did. Okay, so the poem that you're about to watch is called Spelling Absent Father. It's a great poem. I'm sorry that I can't read it to you, and I'm sorry that I'm doing this on a late note. But this poem means a lot to me because it describes perfectly parts of my life that is hard to deal with at times. And again, that part of my life gave me the strength and the thick skin to where if I want something, I'll go to lengths to get it. Like, if I truly want it, I'll go get it. And the whole thing has given me the strength and the mindset to where if I start doing something, I'm not going to back out. Whether it's late, whether I start doing it late, but if I make a commitment, I'm not going to back out. I can't. So, here it is.
Last night,
Spelling Absent Father.
I had the most interesting dream. In it, I was 6 years old in a national spelling bee. Genius. Complex words like serendipity, duodenum, philoxanoxin, hillipilification, all spelled correctly, up until the final round. One word between me and victory. The spellmaster clears his throat. Young man, your word is father. The crowd began to chatter amongst themselves, seemingly displeased at the simplicity of this final word. So I searched the audience for those eyes that say everything's gonna be okay. Just do it. I realized I dazed off. Young man, your word is father. So I stood up straight, licked my lips, and began. Father. M-O-T-H-E-R. Father. The spellmaster looks at me. He looks back at his flashcard, then back at me and says, I'm sorry, but you're incorrect. Well, I don't think he understands. You see, my father is sitting right in the audience. Excuse me? I'm sorry, son, but you are incorrect. Well, then you, sir, can save your sorry apologies, because you must mean incorrect as within the box of being right. Let me explain something to you, because obviously you ain't grow up where papas are rolling stones down the hills of women's backsides, and when he is gone, all he's left us is alone, where minstrel men stroll around on bikes, and fathers balance their menstrual, 2 jobs, 2 kids, and a life on a unicycle, and it looks something like this: breastfeeding with one arm, phone on the shoulder, cooking with one arm, cleaning with one leg, tying sneakers with their teeth. Young fathers who make mistakes, because we are not all perfect, but the one mistake they never make is abandoning their seeds. You see, fathers are master gardeners. They tend to every leaf, removing the weeds, placing us in the windows of opportunity so that we can lean towards the sun and never forget that the sky is the limit, planting kisses on our cheeks, hugs on our backs, growing their love on us the best way they know how. Like my father walked a daily nightmare so that I can live my dreams. My father watered me with blood, sweat, and tears in hopes that I'd be ripe for the harvest. And I hope that one day I'll be as great of a father as she was for me. You did not ask me to spell deadbeat, sir. But if you'd like deadbeat, here it is. F-A-T-H-E-R-D-A-D-D-Y-P-O-P-P-O-P-S. If you like the slang. You asked me to spell father. And where I am from, in my life, father is, always has been, and always will be spelled M-O-T-H-E-R. So open your encyclopedias. Show me your flashcards. Open your dictionaries. Because what Webster says means nothing around here. Around here. My father's sitting right there, and I love her.